This is Sally's Book Talk. Tune in daily for global literary gems curated just for you. Today we're exploring the book, Less Than Left Angle, open parentheses, The Truth About Cancer, right angle, close parentheses. Subtitle, What Doctors Read. Many want basic scientific knowledge about cancer but need proper context. Cancer education's tricky. It's life or death serious, yet requires nuanced scientific explanations. Every medical conclusion depends on specific conditions, something good science communication must clarify. But typical science articles just push conclusions without proper qualifiers. Take lab mice studies, the foundation of most cancer research. But does that translate to humans? That's the million-dollar question scientists debate at conferences. Yet popular science articles often gloss over these limitations. To the clickbait, acid of bodies cause cancer, TCM cures cancer, GMOs cause tumors. Worse yet, the knowledge gap between experts and public leads to misinterpretations and cherry-picked science in media. Alarmist headlines beat nuanced explanations any day in the viral content race. Author Dr. Li Ji Zhang Duke-trained cancer specialist, Novartis researcher, brings rare clarity to this mess. His pharma R&D experience informs this 200,000-word masterclass in science communication. The book's structured arguments and vivid prose make complex oncology accessible. Like clear water through murky streams, it systematizes cancer understanding. We'll focus on two core questions. First, what is cancer? And how do we fight it? Let's dive into these fundamental queries together. This way, you'll easily grasp trending cancer topics scientifically and distinguish quality content from clickbait in your social feeds. The author's mission is simple: reveal cancer truths to reduce public panic and blind faith in misinformation. Now, let's tackle our first core question. What exactly is cancer? We'll explore this through three layered perspectives. First, what constitutes our physical bodies? Second, what's the fundamental nature of cancer? Third, what factors influence cancer susceptibility? To understand cancer, we must first comprehend our cellular composition. We all know cells are life's basic building blocks. Essentially, each human is a trillion-cell ecosystem with diverse forms, functions, and lifespans. Most cells live far shorter than our full lifespan. Intestinal villi cells, for instance, renew weekly. This constant loss requires cellular replication to maintain bodily integrity. If cells renew every week, each body position hosts 52 cellular generations annually. So don't lament your ex's changes too dramatically, since 90% of their cells renew yearly anyway. During replication, genetic material duplicates perfectly and splits between two new cells, inheriting complete genetic blueprints. Thus, daily cell death doesn't compromise bodily functions or weight. Our continuity relies on this cellular renewal. When new cells can't keep pace with dying ones, aging begins. So, could endless cellular replication grant immortality? This idea isn't unreasonable, but implementation proves extremely challenging. Life's complexity far exceeds our current scientific grasp. Understanding it, let alone altering it, remains beyond reach. Science confirms cellular behavior, replication, cessation, apoptosis, all require precise regulatory mechanisms. If cells escape this cycle through endless replication, we face grave biological risks. Indeed, such rogue cells, termed tumor cells medically, can evolve into cancer when unchecked. Essentially, cancer manifests when cellular replication escapes biological regulation. What disrupts this delicate control system? Genetic mutations. Mutations occur when genetic material alters during replication, changing cellular blueprints. Healthy cells replicate with military precision, guided by innate genetic protocols, ensuring disciplined growth patterns. But mutated genes disable these safeguards. Cells become biological renegades. Given nutrients, these rogue cells replicate exponentially. The birth of tumors. Frankly, our bodies daily produce proto-cancerous cells through normal replication errors. Why does this happen? Let's revisit cellular replication mechanics. The critical phase, perfect genetic duplication during cell division. With 20,000 plus genes per cell and trillions of cellular replications, maintaining genetic fidelity becomes biologically Herculean. The human genome contains an immense complexity of genetic information, and boom, more data means higher error rates, basic information theory. Even state of the art computers aren't 100% reliable with massive data replication. Yet cellular replication achieves near perfect accuracy, just 1 in 100 million errors. But with trillions of cellular replications, even this precision means thousands of errors daily, mathematically inevitable. Among these errors, some inevitably become protocancerous cells. So why don't most people develop cancer? Millennia of evolution equipped us with biological safeguards. Most faulty cells either self-destroy through apoptosis or get eliminated by immune surveillance. This daily biological maintenance usually nips problems in the bud. Rogue agents rarely survive. Of our 20,000 plus genes, only approximately 100 show cancer correlations. Requiring 3 to 4 simultaneous mutations in these genes creates biological Russian roulette. Statistically, this multi-layered protection keeps cancer probabilities surprisingly low. This explains less than the truth about cancer crucial insight. The ultimate cancer risk factor isn't what you think, not pollution, smoking, or fad theories, but simply aging. More years mean more cumulative cellular divisions, exponentially increasing mutation chances. Meanwhile, elderly immune systems weaken, less effective at eliminating cancerous cells. Combined with aging factors, cancer risks multiply exponentially. Ever wonder why flies rarely get cancer? Their short lifespan prevents cancer development, unlike pampered pets living decade-long lives. Well-cared pets, reaching 10 or more years, equivalent to human 70 to 100, face heightened cancer risks. Lab mice in pristine, controlled environments, with strict schedules and professional care, still develop tumors in old age, around 2 years. This demonstrates aging's undeniable biological impact. As human longevity increases, rising cancer rates become inevitable, unavoidable through environmental controls alone. Understanding cellular replication's role helps contextualize cancer risks. This conceptual framework proves crucial. It explains why different organs have varying cancer susceptibilities. Brain cells rarely replicate, versus intestinal cells renewing twice weekly, hence lower brain tumor rates. Tissue repair demands accelerate cellular replication, explaining why lungs and stomach endure higher cancer risks from constant damage repair cycles. This forms our critical theoretical foundation. Hepatitis B patients' liver cells undergo constant regenerative stress, making their livers biologically 20 to 30 years older than chronological age. Same principle applies to smokers' lungs under particulate assault and UV-damaged skin cells in chronic sun exposure cases. And therefore, frequent sunburns increase skin cancer risks, while irritants damage digestive tract lining. Chronic consumption of spicy or hot foods elevates risks for esophageal, gastric, and colorectal cancers. Essentially, environmental or dietary factors accelerate cellular aging through forced replication cycles. To combat cancer, prioritize organ protection through lifestyle choices, minimize cellular stress. Reducing unnecessary cellular replication helps maintain biological youth. This forms our most accessible daily cancer prevention strategy. Genetics also significantly influence cancer susceptibility, a harsh reality many find difficult to accept. Certain populations face elevated cancer risks despite similar environments. Tragically, some children develop cancer from inherited genetic mutations. These mutations may originate from parental genes or embryonic development errors. May gene editing's breakthroughs soon prevent such heartbreaking cases. Another genetic variant affects mutation repair efficiency. Not directly cancerous, but allowing more replication errors. This significantly increases cumulative mutation loads over time. Angelina Jolie's preventative mastectomy highlighted genetic cancer risks globally. Her radical choice stemmed from familial DNA repair deficiencies, a profound decision contrasting with Hollywood's beauty standards. People with this defect accumulate 100 times more mutations per cellular division than normal. Many women in her family, including her mother, developed aggressive breast cancer early. Doctors estimated 87% breast cancer risk and 50% ovarian cancer risk for Jolie personally. While her radical prevention is admirable, the effectiveness remains debated, especially for Asian women where these cancers aren't predominant. So careful consideration is crucial before such drastic measures. Finally, cancer risk ties closely to immune system functionality. Immuno-oncology research evolves rapidly, new findings published daily. Our understanding progresses so fast, I'll avoid over-speculation. Current consensus. Our immune systems detect and eliminate tumor cells. This ability declines with age. More details during immunotherapy discussion. So that covers our what is cancer foundation. Cancer equals uncontrolled cell replication from mutations. Key factors: age, genetics, immunity. Now, how reliable are those viral social media claims? Let's consult less than sign the truth about cancer. Our first question: do GMOs cause cancer? GMO technology introduces new proteins into plants, enhancing growth or pest resistance, reducing pesticide use. These novel proteins could theoretically pose health risks. But zero peer-reviewed studies confirm GMO carcinogenicity. The author considers GMO risks negligible based on current evidence. He personally consumed GMOs without concern, but as a scientist, maintains harmless until proven otherwise. Pesticide abuse poses greater risks than GMOs, actual carcinogenic threats. Second, does acidic body cause cancer? Notice something? No hospitals test body pH because everyone's blood maintains 7.4 pH, slightly alkaline. Neutral blood pH 7.0 would be fatal. Acidic body is pseudoscientific nonsense. The 85% patients are acidic claim, pure marketing scam for alkaline supplements. Tumor tissues do show acidity from lactate production, but this is cancer's effect, not its cause. Third, do phones, microwaves, power lines cause cancer via radiation? No, all emit non-ionizing radiation incapable of DNA damage. Or whose 2011 possible carcinogen classification caused unwarranted panic. Same category as coffee, yet nobody fears lattes. We must seek science through credible channels, resisting pseudoscience's allure. Now that we understand cancer's nature, let's explore treatment strategies. Recall the 100 plus cancer-related genes, where 3 to 4 mutations trigger malignancy. Modern treatments target these mutations through 3 approaches. 1. Surgical removal of localized tumors. 2. Radiation therapy for precision cell destruction. 3. Systemic therapies attacking cancer cells body-wide. The third category includes chemotherapy and emerging immunotherapies, which we'll explore in depth next chapter. With 100 or more genes, selecting 3 to 4 combinations creates numerous cancer variations. Thus, cancer isn't a single disease, but hundreds of unique genetic disorders. Her common trait: uncontrolled tumor cell replication. We group them as cancer for convenience. Genetic diversity complicates treatment. Newsflash: cancer drugs often work for just 3% of patients, not corporate greed, but because they target specific mutations. 3% coverage is actually significant. Hence the Blint approach. Poison or irradiate cancer cells indiscriminately. The chemo and radiation therapies mostly follow this approach. And radiotherapy uses high-energy beams to obliterate malignant cells. These mainstream treatments are biological scorched earth tactics, destroying 1,000 enemies while losing 800 allies through collateral damage. Severe side effects force dosage limits, curtailing treatment effectiveness. Thus, traditional methods deliver mediocre results at best. Drug resistance poses another critical challenge. Initial treatment success often doesn't translate to long-term survival. Cancers frequently resurge months later, more aggressive and treatment resistant. This drug resistance phenomenon remains partially understood, highlighting how much we still need to unravel about cancer's adaptability. To simplify, think of it like antibiotic resistance in bacteria, similar evolutionary pressures. Rapid cancer cell division and frequent mutations create cellular diversity within a single tumor. If treatment doesn't eliminate all variants, survivors evolve into treatment-resistant strains. This framework doesn't fully explain all recurrence patterns. We'll stop here for now. Let's not dig deeper into theoretical limitations today. Despite current clinical challenges, cancer research progresses at remarkable speed. Modern cancer drug development spans just over a century, yet has undergone three revolutionary phases since the early 1900s. And first revolution, 1940s cytotoxic chemotherapy, indiscriminate cell killers still used today. These drugs attack fast-growing cells, both cancerous and healthy. Vulnerable healthy cells include hair follicles, bone marrow, gut lining, explaining common side effects: hair loss, anemia, digestive issues. Dosage limits due to toxicity severely restrict effectiveness. Second revolution, 2000s targeted therapies, precision strikes on cancer biology. Unlike chemo's carpet bombing, these disrupt specific cancer cell processes. This precision allows higher doses with fewer collateral effects. Some of these drugs are already in clinical use, with more undergoing trials. They're expected to become mainstream chemotherapy within the next decade, but their specificity limits effectiveness to specific patient subgroups. The third revolution, immunotherapy, fundamentally different by targeting immune cells instead of cancer directly. By activating our adaptable immune system, it's like deploying biological special forces against cancer's tricks. Imagine cancer as shape-shifting demons meeting celestial warriors, no escape through mutations. This approach theoretically solves drug resistance. Now let's explore how it works. Why does immunotherapy succeed where others fail? So our bodies naturally eliminate mutated cells through immune surveillance. Think of immunity as biological police maintaining cellular order. Normally, tumor cells get arrested before causing trouble. So why do some cancers develop under immune watch? Possibility 1. Understaffed police, weakened immunity allows criminal cells to proliferate. Possibility 2. Cancer cells forge ID badges, mimicking healthy cell markers to evade detection. Immunotherapy strategies target both weaknesses. First approach: boost police numbers, enhance immune cell activity, using drugs or vaccines to activate immune responses against cancer cells. Second approach: trained detectives help immune cells recognize cancer's disguises through engineered antibodies or CAR T-cell therapy. This immunotherapy approach has a long history, but major breakthroughs only emerged recently. The game changer? Immune checkpoint inhibitors. These drugs expose cancer's fake IDs, letting immune cells eliminate them mercilessly. Beware clinics offering outdated immunotherapy, ineffective and potentially harmful. Second approach: issue biological arrest warrants. Scientists extract patients' immune cells, engineering them with cancer-targeting antibodies. These supercharged cells get multiplied and reinfused, now equipped to hunt down disguised cancer cells. This CAR T technology represents cutting-edge immunotherapy. It's revolutionary because it weaponizes the body's own defenses against cancer. Compared to chemo or radiation, immunotherapy offers three key advantages. 1. Minimized collateral damage to healthy cells. 2. Broad spectrum effectiveness across cancer types. 3. Prevents drug resistance through immune adaptability. Now shifting focus. Can traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, treat cancer? The author warns against replacing Western treatments with TCM. High risk, low success rates. But TCM shines in post-treatment recovery and symptom management. TCM isn't entirely ineffective against cancer. Its mechanisms remain largely enigmatic to modern science. Herbal formula's complexity poses challenges. Which components actually work? This pharmacological puzzle remains unsolved by current research methods. As mentioned earlier, immunotherapy stands as the biggest breakthrough in recent cancer research. Perhaps TCM's systemic approach enhances immune function, aligning with modern holistic treatment philosophies. With Western medicine embracing holistic care, TCM might play significant future roles in oncology. Now shifting focus to cancer screening packages, a topic of public concern. Hospitals offer various premium packages: tumor markers, PET-CT scans, genetic testing, all pricey. But how reliable are these screenings? Frankly, not very. Current tech produces frequent false positives, detecting cancer where none exists. Only valuable for confirmed patients or high-risk groups, not general population. Save your money until more accurate methods emerge. Especially avoid routine PET-CT scans. Their high-energy radiation itself causes mutations. This screening method, ironically, increases cancer risks. Used judiciously. To recap less than sign I, the truth about cancer, right angle brackets core concepts. 1. Cancer originates from genetic mutations during cellular replication. 2. Key risk factors: aging, genetics, and immune dysfunction. Current treatments: chemo or radiation, common but harsh, versus promising targeted therapies and immunotherapies. We earnestly hope these advancements will eventually eradicate cancer. Cancer emerges when genetic glitches create immortal tumor cells. Aging remains the ultimate risk multiplier. Cellular replication errors accumulate. Traditional treatments, biological scorched earth tactics with collateral damage. New frontiers, precision targeted drugs and immune system empowerment. May science ultimately conquer this ancient biological adversary? All right, that wraps up our exploration of Less Than I, the Truth About Cancer. Key takeaways await below the audio. Catch you tomorrow.